Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is an episode of Riding with Bubba. I'm Bubba Strickland. Today I have decided, this morning when I got up, we have in Homerville Register Farms. And they are a Satsuma grower, Mandarin, and they're having a cane grinding. So we've rode up today and we're fixing to go check out the cane grinding and see what all kind of goodies we can get into. This is an episode that Ginger gets to be a part of, so we're fixing to go check it out. I'm Bubba Strickland, and you're riding with Bubba. All right, Ginger, let's go see what we get into, girl. Gonna walk over here. Let's go over here and check out this cane grinding, see what it's all about. Y'all come on. Come on in, Carrie. Gonna go see about that cane grinding over here.
Go check it out.
How are you, Mr. Carrie?
Good.
Come on, Ginger. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. RegisterSatsumas.com, Homerville, Georgia. Ginger, you ready to have fun? You ready to chew on a little cane? Let's come inside here. There's a booth right here we can stop at. How y'all doing?
Let's go.
All right, Ginger, look, you got a buddy already right off the bat with a beautiful dog. Well, hello. How about you, Walt?
How you doing?
Good, good. Mr. Register, how are you, Mr. Reed?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I am doing great. I am so excited. This is my first, living in Homerville up till about 92. Never made it, but I'm back, and this is my first time. What you got going on here?
Well, we're doing the cane grinding, and we'll be boiling syrup a little bit later this afternoon. We're firing it with wood. It's the old-timey way of doing it.
Old-timey way of doing it. And Satsuma's for sale.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
And
Satsuma,
the bushes are full.
They're full.
We're going to go check that out after a while. I appreciate what y'all do and having this open to the public like this. Kids don't get to see this often. They don't get to experience what we did growing up. And we invite you to, every year, bring your kids and come find out what it's like to be at a cane grinding and how you make syrup. And that's what it's all about. We're going to get into it. Registers, appreciate y'all doing this and having us. We're back here on Register Farms, and we are standing by some homegrown sugar cane. Now, what's the process in doing this sugar cane?
Well, the sugar cane has to be planted in a furrow and covered, and once you get it established, that cane, you cut it and grind it for syrup, but those stubbles, the cane will come back for 5 to 6 years.
Oh, really?
Before you have to replant it again.
Wow. And the process of cutting is what? You just...
Well, we go through and take all the outside bark or leaves off of it, all the husk off of it, and then we top it with the machete, and then cut it just a few inches above the ground with a machete.
Right, and then he said grind it, which is actually as a press. It's kind of squeezing the juice out of it.
That's
so,
right.
And that's over there, and we fix to go over there, and I think it's a 1906 model.
Yes.
1906 grinder.
That's right.
This is awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to grind some cane stalks here in a minute. Y'all stay tuned. I'm Bubba Strickland, and you're riding with Bubba and Ginger today.
Camping World of Valdosta, located in Lake Park, is your one-stop destination for all your camping needs. Stop by to see your dreams of quality time with your family become a reality. Whether it's tailgating with your air-conditioned camper, taking a trip to the mountains or beach with your family, or driving your motorhome to a faraway destination, Camping World has it all. Let us put you and your family in a camper for as little as $99 per month. And remember, when you buy a camper from Camping World of Valdosta, you receive a free Elite Good Sam membership, roadside assistance, and travel assist for 1 year.
Carter's Fried Chicken in Homerville has become the gold standard for fried chicken barbecue and catering. Carter's also offers a full menu of other tasty items and is open on Sunday. Thanks, Chad Brown, for making dining at Carter's a family tradition in Homerville. Go Panthers!
Here at Register Farms, ladies and gentlemen, at the cane grinding, I'm standing here with Walt and his father, Mr. Reed Register, and we are going to get an explanation of how we get juice out of this. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a stalk that is ready to go into the press grinder.
All right, well, what we do, this is the stalk after it's been topped and cut down, and we have the tractor pulling the press in a circle, and then we insert the cane. It goes between two wheels in here that squeeze the juice out of the cane, and the juice comes out on the side over here, and we strain it, and then after it's strained, and we fill the tub up, then we put it in the kettle and start boiling it off.
Which would be well later.
It would be a little later this afternoon, but at this point we can fire the tractor off.
Fire the tractor up and start squeezing some cane. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Bubba Strickland, and you're riding with Bubba. All right, I'm talking with Walt Register here, and we're gonna talk about this process. So we've got the cane going in like you showed us, and it is in full fat juiciness. And those two, I would say, cylinder presses are on cogs and gears with adjustments. So y'all got that thing adjusted to where it's a flattening it, it squeezes it through. Our juice is dropping out into the vat. That has, what, that cheesecloth?
Yes.
Cheesecloth over.
Yeah, the cheesecloth just, it drains the big impurities, you know, strains the big impurities
Any
off
kind of pulp or...
Right, and then we get all the rest of the impurities off during the boiling process.
The skimming.
The skimmings and everything will come to the top, and we, at that point, we use a screen mesh and
That's right.
get all the impurities off.
Oh, I want to sing a song while you're here.
So, basically,
You too.
when I come here this morning, we was, y'all was doing this, but it was about a 2-year-old cypress log up there snapped on us because it got a little...
It got a little weathered.
Got a little weathered, but no problem. We're in South Georgia, so y'all just took the four-wheeler, run there to the cypress pond, and picked you another cypress tree, and
That's right. That's right.
chose one with a good little hump, because you have to have weight kind of balance it out. You don't want that shaft
That's
to
right.
be kind of
Keep
leaning.
You don't want to put too much weight on one side of your press and
Right.
wear the bearings out on your press.
You know, it was horses and mules, and through progression, we've on a Massey Ferguson running around. Some people hook it up to tractor tires with belts and all. But
That's right.
this is a little more controllable. You have that brake on that foot right there. As soon as he can stop that thing in the blink of an eye. Also, want to stress, as that young gentleman feeds that thing on the other side, now he's practiced, he's been taught. You don't want to wear gloves. You want to keep barehanded and feed it and keep your hands back as far as possible.
And we've also built a little guard on the other side that
like
makes
that.
it where you actually can't get your hand inside of it.
Right, just the cane goes in.
Just the cane can go in because it could really hurt you if you got caught in there.
It does, because it's gonna press what's ever in there to
That's
that quarter-inch
correct.
size or whatever it is. Well, this is awesome. As I grew up in high school, my dad used to take me to Lakeland to a man's house, Mr. John C. Pearson, and he'd drop me off on Monday, Thanksgiving week, and I'd even spend the night, but I'd drive that tractor all week long, making that cane juice.
Yeah.
They'd cook it down.
I've been out there many times when I was younger.
Well, I'm
Watched them
definitely
cook off
gonna
syrup.
hang around today for the boiling. We're gonna boil it up. Y'all gonna make syrup, and when it's over with, that last pickup, we're gonna have some cattle candy.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Bubba Strickland, and you are riding with Bubba.
Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ. Huddle up. That's right, huddle up at the Huddle House in Homerville and Lakeland before or after the game. And if you can't make it to the game, watch all the live action here at the Huddle House. Remember, Huddle Houses of Homerville and Lakeland have a full menu with something for everyone, with prices that can't be beat. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, 24 hours per day, Huddle House is a game-winning recipe for the entire family. Go Clinch County Panthers. Go Lanier County Bulldogs. And don't forget, huddle up at the Huddle House.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back riding with Bubba, and we're here on Register Farms, and I'm here with Mr. Reed Register, proprietor, and I want to get a little information about this place, and he's the man to tell me about it. So enlighten me, Mr. Register, about this farm place out here.
Well, this farm goes back to 1850.
Wow.
But my grandfather bought this place in 1927. And my family's been here since 1927. Mostly growing corn, tobacco, and hogs and cows.
Whatever it took.
Whatever it took to
keep the land.
survive. Whatever it took to survive in the old days. This here was originally a tobacco barn, which we built, my dad, Pa, and myself, in about 1950. And before that, it was a log barn that cooked with wood.
Wow.
But this was cooked with kerosene in here.
I got you.
Okay. This on the wall here is going back to the cane grinding. That was an original sweep, mill sweep they called them, that was on that mill, which was a cypress log that was picked out of the pond, swamp, and brought and hand-hewed down to fit.
I see that. And it's a little bit longer and a lot sturdier, stouter than what you're using now, which...
Yeah, well, it had to be because they did a lot of syrup cooking.
A lot of syrup, and it weren't with a tractor, it was with a
mule.
A mule.
Mule.
And just let that mule have a little bit more leverage, less on him to walk around.
Right. It was a lot easier to pull.
Correct. Tractor don't have no problem just turning that thing.
That's right. That's right.
Well, this is awesome, but you've also done your touch to the farm. You've added the Satsumas, and they are growing beautiful. And you can come, when you come, you can get your Satsumas now. You can take home box loads of them if you want to.
That's right.
And we're gonna go over and check that out here in a minute. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna get the lowdown on that with Mr. Register. I'm Bubba Strickland, and you are riding with Bubba and Ginger today. So, Mr. Reed, what is, I'm gonna call it a contraption, because I don't know what it is.
Well, this was a stalk cutter. This machine was used to chop up the corn stalks after the corn was broke in the fall and hauled into the barns. This was used to run down and knock it over and chop up those stalks so the ground could be prepared.
And they're very
for another
sharp.
crop. They were very sharp.
Wow, and that contraption there?
That contraption was a mowing machine.
Mowing.
Or a hay cutter. That cut the blade on the side.
Right.
Which would hurt you.
Did it agitate, or did it just cut as it?
It was a sickle bar cutter. And it would lay over flat, and it would run down the rows of cutting
just
hay
off the ground, knocking it off.
Off the ground, just above the ground.
That you'd have to collect for the cattle or the...
Then you'd rake it up. We also had a hay rake, which is outside, but they come behind it with that rake. Once it dried in the field, rake it up, either bale it, or we used to put up hay stacks and stack it up on
I got you.
Haystacks.
And I don't see any motors. All I see is kind of hitches. So this was behind another animal.
Everything here was behind a mule.
Behind a mule. Thank the Lord for mules.
That was true.
Awesome. Well, we're going to get over here and check out these Satsumas and let you tell us all about that.
Okay.
Jerry J's is the best Boston butts and ribs around. Meat so tender and tasty that it practically melts in your mouth. We have a variety of home-cooked meals and the best breakfast in town. And don't forget about our barbecue sandwiches. Jerry J's can cater your event and looks forward to serving you in Homerville, Waycross, and Douglas. Oh yeah, if you can't make it to the game, drop by Jerry J's in Homerville to watch the game live on CreekboxTV while you enjoy one of the many items on our menu. Go Panthers!
Here we are, riding with Bubba. I'm Bubba Strickland. We're back on the Register Farm, ladies and gentlemen, and that's registersatsuma.com. And this is the man. This is Mr. Reed Register right here. And what we looking at here? What is this big green plant with these big orange things hanging on it?
Well, this is a Satsuma tree.
That's a mandarin.
Well, it is a type of mandarin, yes.
Type of.
Right. Call it Satsuma. So it's a cold, hardy citrus. That's what it amounts to.
And they are amazing.
They're very good. I started growing some Satsumas in the yard, just hobby and to play with, about 40 years ago. And I've had them ever since. From there, these boys got to looking at them, and they decided it might be a good idea to get into them a little more. So since they have done most of the work on this, and I'll let them explain to you how they went about it.
All right. Well, Walt, what's the process? You thought, wow, these are good, but other people need to enjoy them too.
That's right. We started, I don't know, what, 8, 9 years ago. We decided we were going to plant a few more trees. My dad had several in the yard, and we all enjoyed them. The family enjoyed them. We gave fruit away to everybody, and
right.
So anyway, we decided that, hey, there may be a market for this, and so we planted about 40 trees and started growing them off, and they did pretty well. They took a few hits from the first couple of winters, but so it was the first ones we'd planted out in the field.
Right.
But they survived and grew and produced fruit. And so we decided, we'll do some more. So we planted a couple of hundred trees the next time, and then about 3 to 4 years ago, we decided to plant this field here, which is about 2.5 acres. We got about 400 trees in this field.
About 402 acres.
Right.
2.5.
And they're, as you see, they're starting to produce pretty well now.
Pretty well.
These trees, some of them are 4 years old, and some of them are 3 years old.
Only 3 to 4 year old trees. And
Right.
have you already picked fruit off of these trees? Or
A little
they
bit,
getting
not
ready?
very much. They've just started getting good
Right,
ripe.
so it's like
And
anything, you have to wait.
Right, and we've got some trees that are a little more mature that the fruit ripened on a little bit earlier, and
Right. We'll
so
look
we've
at
been
those later.
getting most of our fruit off of them up to this point.
Awesome. And you're Chris?
Yes, Chris Carl.
What's your role, sir?
Well, my role is I'm in partnership with my father-in-law, my brother-in-law, and my husband-in-law, Ricky,
All right.
because we're married sisters.
Gotcha.
It seems to be just free labor for my father-in-law right now, but it's working.
It's working.
It's working. And yes, these are grown to share and picked with love.
Awesome. And they get plenty of it, I can tell. I mean, you can just tell that y'all had a good thing going here. And I love that the cane grinding is still in process. And it's just amazing that I want all the kids and parents to if you have cane grinders in your area, take the kid. Let them see what it takes to put that syrup in a bottle. We take for granted we go to the grocery store. How'd that get in a box? How'd that get in a bottle? It takes a process. It takes love, like you said. I appreciate y'all letting me come out here.
We thank you for being here too, Bubba.
It's awesome. And come when you can. Thanksgiving weekend, always.
Always Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Saturday after Thanksgiving, right here, ladies and gentlemen. And I would love to play my blessing at this moment, if you would hold that. Instead of a prayer on your thing, I'm gonna bless it with some harmonica, which in my eyes is still blessing it. So we have a little blessing on the Register Farm, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Bubba Strickland, and you're riding with Bubba.
Lutz, Brown, Pegler, and Manley Insurance Agency is locally owned, has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. Jeff Brown and Eric Lutz make it a priority to know their clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. They offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. Lutz, Brown, Pegler, and Manley Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers!
Since 1972, Popeyes has been serving up mouth-watering, delicious, hot, and mild fried chicken and chicken tenders from its Louisiana kitchen. You know about our great chicken, but have you tried our tasty seafood? All of our menu items come with a Southern style all their own. On your way to or after the game, stop by Popeyes and remember we can handle all your special event catering needs. Conveniently located on Memorial Drive in Waycross, Popeyes puts a piece of Louisiana in every single meal.
Now, we have come riding with Bubba to the Register Farms, and I got a treat. We are at one of the original trees on Mr. Register's farm place. This is a tree. This whole thing is a tree, but what's going on here? It looks, it's wild.
Yeah, well,
got?
the trees tend to weep, especially when they get loaded with fruit. The Satsuma, it's not an upright tree like most citrus, like oranges and grapefruits. You know, they make a tree and have a top and everything's upright. The Satsumas, the limbs are a lot more limber, and everything tends to weep down. And that's part of what helps protect them in the wintertime. They have all this growth that goes down to the ground, and it helps insulate and support the interior of the tree.
I see that, and the limbs, like you said, they're not just growing up; they're growing out. Some go down, some crooked, and it's just amazing how it adapted itself to support it and grow so big. And I had one down there earlier on the younger trees, but this is going to be a treat. Now, the proper way is I just thumb it in, and it just falls open. Just the peeling's gone, just like that. I've got nothing but fruit. Here we go.
You know what's really amazing about them is now
Wow.
you've ate 2 or 3 of them now. How many seeds have you found?
I haven't eaten one seed. There's no seeds in these.
Very, very little. Every once in a while there'll be a seed, but they are
Amazing.
considered seedless.
I'm gonna have to have a sack of these. So you just peel it, eat it, no seeds, eat pulp, eat everything. It's the sweetest, it's really better than a tangerine.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is an amazing fruit. I would love to cook, maybe have some in a salad, man. I mean, just cut
Right.
up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Walt Register, Mr. Chris. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for letting me come ride out and enjoy this day. We're gonna be back because we're gonna boil some syrup here shortly. No, we ain't gonna
Right.
boil syrup. We're gonna boil cane juice
And make some syrup.
and make some syrup. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Bubba Strickland, and you are riding with Bubba.
At Burt CPAs, helping small businesses is our business. We can help with accounting, tax, and audit services. We have offices in Homerville, Waycross, Alma, and Baxley. Burt's professionals are ready to serve you no matter your location. We're your team for accounting, bookkeeping, tax, and financial advice. In Homerville, call firm partner Adam Toll. Adam will tell you how Burt CPAs can help you. Subway, the Corner Pantry, and the Argyle Food Market are locally owned by Mr. Nick Patel, who thanks the Clinch County Homerville communities for all their support. Subway, located on West Dame Avenue in Homerville, is the go-to place for nutritious, healthy food. Remember, Subway provides catering platters to feed all your hungry friends and relatives and to meet all your tailgating needs. Don't forget to drop by the Corner Pantry in Homerville and the Argyle Food Market and pick up all the items you need at the best discount prices in Clinch County. Nick Patel says, Go Panthers!
Satsuma Day, ladies and gentlemen. Registered Farm, we are back. I think the cane juice is a-boiling. They're getting ready to boil it on down and pick up to make the syrup. So we're gonna come on up here, see what's going on, find out what the process is, and show you. I'm Bubba Strickland, and you're riding with Bubba. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are riding with Bubba Strickland. Riding with Bubba. We're back out here, Registered Farm. They have, about how many gallons did you squeeze out? Did you press?
60 gallons.
60 gallons, and it is being natural wood fired, no gas. It's starting to come to a boil. Now, how long will this boil?
It'll take 3 more hours.
About 3 more hours?
To completely cook it off.
Is it a science? Is there a certain look to it? How do you know when it's ready to come up?
Well, when it gets to where you can pick it up with a dip pan or something and it flakes off instead of pouring off, it'll just kind of flake off the side of the pan.
Starts candying.
Right. Well, it looks like it is. Not really then, but it looks like it might be. It'll just flake. And when it gets to just right flaking, that's when you take it up. But the most sure way is to use a hydrometer. And when it gets to about 34 on the hydrometer, better be dipping it up.
Time to dip it up. And then that process is you dip it up, cools, bottle it. And I can't wait for the bottling. Now, this is going to be 100% cane syrup, or do you add corn syrup?
Cane syrup.
Cane syrup. Well, that is my favorite, 100%. I can't wait. And it'll still get hotter than this. It's just now rising and building its temperature.
Right.
And you just have to keep stoking.
Yeah. You don't want it. You don't want it to get too hot till you get the skimmings off of it with the impurities. Most of the impurities off. If you do, it'll just cook them in, and you won't ever get them out.
Gotcha.
So
the more skimming while the process is going on,
right,
the more pure you are making that liquid.
When you've got the skimmings, then you want it to boil up and boil over this rim.
Boil over the rim. That's what the rim's added for.
Right. That's to get any more impurities that might still be in there, and you can break them off around the outside of that rim.
Right. Awesome. Well, it's sure starting to smell good.
Yeah.
I tried some of this straight juice earlier. It was awesome, good, sweet. And I didn't strain it. I drank pulp and all. I love it. Well, the process is going on, ladies and gentlemen, right here. Registered Farm, Satsuma. What he said. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, Satsuma's Day. Y'all killing me. If ever was a blooper. Woo!
Well, you got a good editor.
I'm closing it out right now. Ladies and gentlemen, right here, Registered Farm. It's building temperature, it's boiling. They will have syrup here shortly. And it's been great being out here at Satsuma Day. Thank you for having me. Appreciate you, Mr. Register. See y'all next year. Thank you. You're riding with Bubba. I'm Bubba Strickland.